Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I realise it's been some time now since I last did a video. I think the last one, a few weeks ago, was the final episode of The Last of Us, and I had been intending to do Left Behind, which is the DLC following the main game, but I never got around to that. However, I have now bought a new game, Dragon Quest XI. This is a Japanese role-playing game, JRPG, which I am currently playing, and as you can see from the loading screen, I have been playing for just over 14 hours, and to be honest, I've hardly scratched the surface of this game. It is typically a JRPG in that it is turn-based combat, similar to that experienced in the Final Fantasy series. One of the big differences with this game is that you don't get fights thrust on you all the time, whether you want them or not. In this game, you can see your enemies, and if you don't feel like fighting them, then you can avoid them, which is quite useful. Having said that, you do need to go into combat very often, because this is the way you build up your experience points and your health points, which enable you to advance into the game. So anyway, without further ado, I am going to now carry on from where I was up to when I last played it. And as you can see, this is where I'm up to. Hopefully you've had time to read that screen. Having completed the race, Ronin heads to the palace to receive his reward, but instead arrives to see the Sultan sending his son out to capture the Slayer of the Sands, a savage monster that has killed countless soldiers. It seems the only way to get the rainbow now will be to go along with the prince and make sure the monster doesn't make mincemeat out of him. As the friends are on their way out of town, Sylvando appears and insists on joining them, and they set off for the Celestial Sands, one warrior stronger. Okay, just a tip, you get these quite often on loading screens, which are quite useful. Right, and now we are ready to go in search of the monster. Now, as you can see here, we've got monsters that we can attack. Right, so we're off. Now, with the simpler battles, it's quite okay to leave the battle to be decided by the computer. If we go to tactics here, you can see that we have a choice of which way to play it, but the computer will decide who's going to do what. Once you get onto the harder bosses, you then need to take control and decide which character is going to do what. But for now on these, I think we'll be quite safe using the computer to decide. And I think we'll go for Fight Wisely. So we'll just confirm that, and off we go. Keep an eye on the health of the various characters just in case we need to intervene and apply a health potion or whatever. The small character in red is Rebecca. She looks to be about 7, but in actual fact, she's a twin sister of Selena, the girl in the green dress, standing next to her. You'll find out how this all happens if you decide to start playing the game yourself. And as you see, we've received quite a few experience points there, along with a few gold coins. Right, so Eric, one of the team, has got another 3 skill points, bringing him up to 7. And we've gone up a level. Oh, that's me. Running's level increased to level 13. And I've got 3 skill points too. I am running, which is this character here, the main one.
Told you I was tough.
And Veronica's gone up. And she's learned a new spell. 3 skill points. And Serena has learned a new spell, and she's got 3 skill points too. Right, so we'll go through and apply our skill points. First of all, running, which is me. And as you can see, we can apply the skill points to swords, great swords, sword mastery, or luminary. And I think for now I'm going to apply it to swords. So we've got 10 points, critical hit chance when wielding, plus 2%. So that's on swords, isn't it? Dragon Slash. An attack causes heavy damage to dragons. I think we'll go for that one. That's costing us all 10 skill points, but as the name of the game is Dragon Quest, I think that could be useful. So, right, so that's that one. Right, now back down and we go to Eric, and he uses a boomerang, so we'll go for the boomerang skills. He's got 7 points. Right, okay, for that we need 9 skill points, and we've only got 7, so we can't apply that one. But we can do this one, Metal Licker, an attack that hits all enemies and can slice through metal. But oh, by Jove, yeah. And you'll also notice that for these various skills, they do have a cost in magical points, which deplete over time. But you can take potions, if you've got them, to increase again. So, I'll do that one, yeah. Right, so he's learned that. We'll come back now and have a look at Veronica. Now, I'm not sure what her skill is, to be honest. That is heavy ones. Ah, yeah, okay, let's try for... heavy ones. Well, let's see what we can do there. She got 15 points, so a barrier for defense purposes, presumably, which we've already got. Okay. Magical might plus 10. Right, okay, that's definitely worth going for, yeah. Right, we've got 7 points left. Ah, that takes 8, so we can't afford that one. And that takes 8 points. I think we'll leave those. We don't need to use them all at once. And Serena has 15 points. Right, harpistry. Not quite sure what that is, but she's already got one skill in, so we'll try and build on that. A barrier protects all party members from ice-based attack. Go on, we'll go with that. That's 6 points. And we can't afford that. And we can't afford that, so we'll leave that one. Right, so that's done. Now you will notice that the other fella is not included in the upgrade because basically he is not officially part of the party at the moment. I think he will become a member at some point, but not yet. Anyway, should we do another battle? Right. And we'll apply the same tactics. Although, of course, Eric's got his boomerang skills increased a bit, which is useful. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh, we're doing really well here. But like I say, you don't need to go into combat. In Final Fantasy, you could be going on and suddenly you're in the middle of a battle whether you want one or not. And I think this is much better. And off we go again. We're all pretty healthy at the minute. Although so you do need to get your iron up. Wow. That is a neat skill there.
Score one for the good guys.
Right. Now, let's get rid of him as well. Oh, and it is a single character very often, although there might be one you pick a battle with, you end up fighting a group of them, as you've noticed in previous encounters. I don't imagine we'll get many points for that, because that was too easy, wasn't it? Yeah, only 56, plus a little bit of gold again, so it's not too bad. Let's have a look at the map. I think I'm actually going the wrong way. What I'm going to do is, if you look down at the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little fire. That's a campfire. I can go there and save my game, which is quite advisable, because if you get defeated at some point, all those improvements you've made since the last save will be lost and you start again. So we will turn around, go back to the campfire and do a save and have a rest, and that will restore all our health and magical points without actually having to use any potions to do it. Right, okay, so we won't bother fighting now, we'll just get straight back. Now, let's just make sure that we're on the right track now. Right, so we're at the campsite. So we approach the statue. and we've got these options. Saving the game. I think before saving the game we'll go around the campfire. So we'll settle in. So we can rest. And we'll... Actually, before we do that, let's have some conversations with the teammates. Let's see what Serena's got to say. The great Sylvando, he's a very flamboyant character. He really is. Yeah, strength in numbers, so I would go along with that philosophy. And let's see what he's got to say. Yeah, we've got to go to the Celestial Sands, so... Right, they've got a mini Forza, you could do some forging. I'm not going to do that while it's being recorded because, to be honest, I'm not all that good at it. So I'll save that for when I'm playing off screen. But hang on, what's this fella doing here? So he's offering to sell stuff, is he? Right, so he's got a knife there. If you look at the things, it will show. Ooh. Right, I don't know. Oh, I don't know how much that. I can't afford it anyway. 950 gold, and I've only got 590. The thing is, I could sell some of the stuff that I've got. What would the right, okay. I am the only one that can equip that. But look at that. Oh, 10 defense. I think that might be worth getting, actually. Yeah. Yeah. I will. And we will equip it. Yeah, so that's improved my defence capacity. We'll come out of there and what we'll do now is rest overnight, and then before we set off we'll save it. There we are, until dawn. Okay, so it's dawn. But you know, we haven't saved it yet, so we'll save it. Okay, and we'll overwrite that one. Oh, what have I done? I don't want to save it again. I wasn't paying attention. Right. Right, let's have a look at the map again. We're at the campfire. And we want to head for the Celestial Sands checkpoint. which basically, if you see the little arrow, is pointing like northeast roughly, isn't it? We need to be going northwest, so we'll turn round. And I think it should be this. Yeah, it is. You can see the little mini map. Right, let's run. Let's not waste... now wait a minute. There's a fork here. But I think this is the... let's just confirm that. Yeah. Now there's a tent there. So I think we might find anything in there. One of the guards. We can talk to him. Oh, right. Hopefully we won't spend too long looking for this monster. Looks a bit like Stonehenge. What are these here? Oh, no, I don't think you can actually fall off the edge, but is that? Oh, now wait a minute. I wonder if this is the monster. Right, now we'll change our tactics now for everyone to follow orders, and this is that we can then, we don't need that anymore. If we're following orders, then we go down and confirm that's our choice, and now we're ready to fight. Oh, right. So this is Eric. He's got a rubble rouser spell. What abilities has he got? Metallica. I don't know whether he's got any metal on him, but oh, that wasn't very good, was it? Who's next? Me. Wizard Ward. I don't think he's going to be casting anything, so let's go for Crack. Pierces a set with razor sharp icicles. Sounds good. Let's give that a try.
Oh, cool it. What?
Yaha!
There's only one enemy, so we'll do three, shall we? These are not making a great deal of Serena. What spells she got? No. Right, this is more... now that might be...
Look out below!
Here.
Well, that was a bit of a waste of time. One thing that could be improved in the game, I think, is to have some indication of how close your enemy is to dying. Now, I think here we need to see about restoring some health. Someone getting a little bit weak here. So... Oh, and I don't think they can at the minute, can they? Oh dear, dear.
Veronica wins again.
Right. Ah, that's good. Now, what I wanted to do... Right, okay. I think I'm going to terminate the recording here. Because I think it's given you enough of a taster to see what the game is, what the game's about. So let's just pause it. Okay, bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed this short introduction to Dragon Quest XI, and hope it has whet your appetite to get a copy of the game for yourself. It's I don't know whether my gameplay helped to sell it or not. I suspect not, but anyway, bye everybody.